Welcome to another tour. The vehicle that we'll be showcasing in this video is this 2009 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 Convertible.
Now this is one of only 555 Shelby GT500 convertibles produced for 2009, so what we have here is definitely quite the rare find. This GT500 is finished in the black exterior color, making this one of just 222 09 GT500 convertibles painted in black. The GT500 convertible comes standard with a black convertible soft top.
Frameless windows. On the driver's door panel you have a reflector, some storage, speakers for your sound system, power mirror controls, power door locks, and your power windows.
It has a charcoal black interior with leather seat upholstery.
The driver's seat does have partial power adjustments. This thing, the exhaust on it is super loud.
This 2009 model we have here represents the legendary Ford Mustang pony car's 5th generation, which lasted from model years 2005 through 2014, and received a very substantial makeover and restyling for 2010. The late Carroll Shelby gained fame in the 1950s as a race car driver, even winning the 24 Hours of Le Mans at one point. He went on to create the AC Cobra, also known as the Shelby Cobra, in the early 1960s, taking the platform of a small two-seater roadster from England known as the AC Ace, and dropping in a potent Ford V8 engine. Shortly after the Ford Mustang was launched, Shelby was contacted by Lee Iacocca, one of the people behind the Mustang, who wanted the Mustang to have more of a performance image, and what resulted was the 1965 Shelby GT350, a high-performance version of the Mustang. The GT500, which featured a significantly larger displacement engine, was introduced for '67 alongside the GT350. The original iteration of the Shelby Mustang was produced up until 1970. There's tons of history and a lot more details regarding Carroll Shelby and the Shelby nameplate, including a rich history in motorsports over the years. So if I went over everything, we'd be here all day, but feel free to check out more detailed info online if you'd like. In 2006, Shelby teamed up with Ford again, and for 2007, the Shelby Mustang returned in the form of the '07 Shelby GT500. A throwback to the Shelby Mustangs of old, it was developed by SVT, Ford's performance division at the time, and packed 500 supercharged horses under the hood. '08 and '09 GT500s are also largely the same as the '07s, and it wasn't until 2010, when the Mustang as a whole received a makeover, that the GT500 got any substantial updates. Nowadays, high-performance Shelby Mustangs are still being made. As of 2021, the 21 Shelby GT500 makes a whopping 760 horsepower, making it the most powerful production Ford of all time. But anyways, back to this '09 we have here. The 2009 Ford Mustang lineup consists of the V6, which is powered by a 4-liter 210 horsepower V6 engine, the GT with a 4.6-liter 300 horsepower V8, the Shelby GT500 as seen here, with a 5.4-liter supercharged V8 making 500 horsepower, and finally the Shelby GT500 KR, which has the same supercharged 5.4-liter V8 boosted to 540 horsepower. Two body styles are available, those being a two-door coupe and a two-door convertible as seen here. The V6, GT, and GT500 came in both body styles, but the GT500 KR was coupe only. You'll notice the Shelby GT500 has a slightly different shaped grille and headlights than the standard Mustang.
instrument cluster does house 6 analog gauges, including your speedometer, fuel gauge, boost gauge, temperature gauge, and oil pressure gauge. And there is an information display. It's got a 4-spoke design, multifunctional leather-wrapped steering wheel, sport grips at 10 and 2, red contrast stitching, got your cruise controls, the steering wheel is tilt, got your headlight controls, brightness adjustment, air vent for the driver, high beam and turn signal stock, and your wiper stock. Going down the center of the dashboard, you got air vents up top, controls for your information display, traction control, hazard light button, passenger airbag indicator, got your touchscreen infotainment system, does have a CD player, volume power knob, presets, eject, load, does have navigation, so you've got some shortcut buttons along there, and seek and tuning. It's got all the controls for your single zone climate control with your fan speed, temperature, different zones, air conditioning, rear defrost, and recirculation. Parking brake is hand operated. Short throw, ball style shifter, red stitching, black and red gloss. Really sweet looking shifter. There's a look at the H pattern. 6-speed manual, obviously. You have 2 cup holders, and with this button you can change the color of your ambient lighting in the cup holder. Center console with an aux port and a power outlet. The glove box is lockable. Auto dimming rear view mirror with a compass. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors. And the overhead console, got your overhead lighting and the power convertible top controls. Here's the infotainment system. Of course, your satellite, CD, and all that. What different ways to listen to music. Now, let's go ahead and roll down the driver's window. Both front windows are fully automatic. This switch right here is for your rear windows. And have a look at the engine bay. "18-inch machined aluminum rims with SVT center caps. Under the hood of the '09 Shelby GT500 is a 5.4-liter supercharged V8. This dual overhead cam 32-valve engine sends 500 horsepower at 6,000 RPM
and 480 pound-feet of torque at 4,500 RPM through a 6-speed manual transmission to the rear wheels. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Running on premium unleaded with a 16-gallon fuel tank, the GT500 achieves an estimated 14 miles per gallon in the city and 20 mpg on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension and a solid axle multi-link rear setup. It uses 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes, and the front ones have 4-piston aluminum calipers.
Speakers for your sound system back here. As you saw earlier, the fuel cap's on the driver's side. Dual exhaust.
The trunk of the Mustang convertible offers 9.7 cubic feet of cargo space.
And that will conclude this tour of this 2009 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 Convertible. Thanks for watching.